Hey, what's going on, folks? My name is Tom, and welcome back to the next episode of the MLB My Play mode with Tony Campana. Campana. Still don't know how to say his name. Well, I do know how to say it. I just don't know how to pronounce it because I'm not a Yank. I'm sorry, that's kind of offensive to Americans, or is it? I don't know. I've got nothing against Americans. I want to live in America. I want to live in Chicago. Yeah. I've gone completely off topic, though there wasn't one. I don't know where I am anymore. I'm quite scared and nervous. But there you go, first hit of the game, getting a base hit, moving runner into scoring position with only one out, so it's looking like we could start this game off with a run, which is always nice. Anyway, I kind of want to talk about like this episode. I'm still with Alex Mahone. Luckily though, the next video we'll finally actually get to see the Tony character, because I was torn whether to upload this episode. I had 2 episodes to choose from. 2 left because I was going to show all 4 of the first games with Alex Mahone / Tony, but because the first one had a failed recording, I decided to only go ahead and show one more game with Mahone, and it was a tie between this or an 18-minute one. So the 18-minute would require some editing, and that pulled more good moments than this video, but this one's a lot shorter. But it had one key moment in this, which is towards the end of the video, which is why I picked it overall. Because the other video I chose not to show, that was the 18-minute one, I had like, I think it was 5 RBIs, and I won my first player of the game, which I was like really chuffed about, and that was kind of cool. That was a milestone I think I even got for that, because I got a bit more experience, or skill points, sorry, which is in 2K Sports you get skill points rather than XP. But yes, I chose not to show that one. I get grounded out here and fall into a double play as well, which ends the inning, which was a bit disappointing in myself because I should have broken up the double play. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I did get 5 RBIs, played the game, got a milestone, but I chose this one for a different reason. But I'm actually surprised today, I keep saying but a lot, surprised today that I'm actually doing this video, or dependent on when this actually gets uploaded, which it should be tonight, because I'll probably start rendering after I've done this, because this is the second time I've tried to do this commentary. The first one it wasn't very good, so I'm actually hoping that this one goes better, because I'm actually really busy, and the reason for that is I'm actually revising. As much as I hate it and loathe it and would rather not do it, I really have to. I'm currently in college in England, which is different to like America's college, and I've got an exam coming up, which is a really big exam for me. Because if I don't get a certain grade, I don't want to go on about grades because I'll make myself sound thick and stupid, and I don't want to do that, because I'm actually not thick, I hope. I don't know, we're not too sure about that, to be honest. I'm not thick, and I'm just really worried about this exam, so I'm actually having to revise, and I'm really not a reviser. I really do suck at revising. I just procrastinate and do anything else in the time, excuse me, when I should be revising. So it's not really a good attitude to have, but I just really can't revise. It's not like in my nature. I'm not a studier. You know, I know the things I know, and the things I don't know, they're not for me. No, that's a bad way of describing it. I'm not too sure where I was going with that. The point is, I'm actually having to revise a lot for this exam, which is coming up in, I think, 11 days, because today's the 31st, depending on when this goes up is irrelevant actually. But yeah, so 11 days pretty much to my exam. I started revising yesterday, so I've had 2 days worth of revision, and I still feel like it's had 0 effect on my actual knowledge of the exam. So that's not good. But then again, I've got 11 days which I really need to work hard in terms of revision. And that wasn't a little skip or something on YouTube, that was me repeating myself to emphasise how much I actually need to revise, because if I don't get the grades that I need, if I don't get the grades that I need, then I won't be able to go to university next year. I would be going in because I've finished college officially now, apart from exams, and I would be going to college in September had I not messed up my application to go to university, because I wasn't that enthusiastic about going to university originally. You know, it was like I can take it or leave it kind of thing. But as soon as it turned out I wasn't going, that's when I realised, no, I do really want to go, and I should be going, and it's too late. So what I have to do is I have to leave it a year and then go next year, or if in the gap year that I am having out of education, if I'm working or get a job, Same thing, isn't it? I don't know, I'm stupid. But if I have a job or whatever I do in my gap year, that might then become, you know, I might decide then that I actually don't want to go to university. I want to stick with my job and further myself in that job or a company or whatever, say. Because I'm looking at a few different things, such as like journalism, and what else am I looking at? I'm looking at like marketing, something like that. So say it was to get a job in some kind of media, like the radio is the other one. So if I was to get a job in there, and it was like, do I either leave this job where I could be moving up, or do I go to university, come out and then maybe not have a job at all? It's all these factors, and I really hate this in MLB when the player on base goes to bunt it to bunt me home, and he missed bunt and I've already started sprinting home, and I actually don't get the run, I actually get caught out. It really frustrates me a lot. But anyway, back on topic. So my point is, the choice will then be, do I go to uni, or do I stay within a job, or if I can afford it, which I really can't, but I'd like to. I've worked 3 years of my life so far. I've worked since I was 15. And I still can't afford to go travelling, which I'd really like to do in my gap year. But then again, like, I can look at volunteer work abroad and stuff like that, if I really wanted to. I was considering doing Camp America, but then like you have to pay for that. I have to pay to get an American visa to go over to America to work for free, essentially. So I don't think I'll do that. I'd still like to do something like that because I want to go to America more than anything. Not more than anything. I can think of other things I'd rather do, like win the lottery. I really want to go to America, but I don't think I'll be doing it via Camp America. I just need to find something to do in my gap year, like a job, or... I mean, I've got various job opportunities. Like I said, I've worked in a working environment for 3 years, and I've met a lot of people, and I've had a lot of job offers. So I've got a lot of choices, but like a lot of those I can take or leave. Not many people can choose jobs especially in my situation. Most people are struggling to look for jobs. Yeah, I've got a lot of job offers, but ones I'd really like to do are in other areas. Like I said, the radio. I don't know anyone in the radio, or journalism. But I know a few people in journalism, so I could see where that takes me. And marketing, I asked a friend if I could work in his, I just straight up asked him, can I work in his marketing company? But yeah, I didn't just ask him like that. I was just quite fortunate to get all these job offers. But I'll see what I can do in my gap year, and hopefully then I'll either get a job, and then I'll go to uni, or I'll do something else. Big moment here. This is the highlight of what I want to show you. Diving catch. I might not be like the best substitute for the other game, but it was a diving catch. It was my first one, and that was cool for me. It was absolutely chuffed, like getting a diving catch, because they're quite hard. I never really ever get diving catches, so I was really chuffed to get that one, and that's why I did actually show this one over the other game. One for convenience in terms of not having to edit, which is just lazy on my part, I'm sorry, but also because I got a diving catch and I was happy. So yeah, this is pretty much, the game's coming to the end now. We ended up winning. Ah, spoiler! I shouldn't have said that, the game's not over. Yeah, we did end up winning. I won't tell you the score, but it's the 14th inning with 2 outs. You can have a guess if you want. You can have a guess what's going to happen. But yeah, so that's why I'm not too sure how often my uploads are going to be for the next 11 days, because I have a big exam coming up. But thank you for sticking with me, and if you have liked this, please leave a like. If you haven't already, please subscribe.